I guess it's a good thing he stopped. Oh my lord.
In a high-speed pass. About 150 miles per hour. I gotta tell you, if it goes any slower, that thing's gonna turn into a bag of hammers, I tell you. But look at this. Slower and slower. 4 big turbofan engines. Great skill. And one of the most impressive heavy lifters the world has ever seen. You can see the leading edge slats bending down on the front of the wing, the trailing edge slats on the back. Watch them as the gear comes up. C17 banks around. Tom Clark and West Field. Carefully, sometimes you can see the control surfaces move in response to the control inputs on the stick from the pilots. The wingspan of the C17 is 169 feet 10 inches. Just think, if you will, back over 100 years at the Wright brothers' first flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina on December 17, 1903. That initial flight lasted 12 seconds. That was only 120 feet in length. That entire flight could have taken place within the wingspan of the C17 Globemaster III. Master Sergeant John Pilgrim. Look at the size of the airplane. The C-17 is 174 feet long. To the top of the tail, it's 55 feet. It's powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 jet engines. Now watch it as it touches down. Spoilers, listen to the thrust reversers. As it slows down. The surface ceiling of the Globemaster III is up at 45,000 feet. The Air Force's 97th Air Mobility Wing at Altus Air Force Base, Oklahoma is the home of the airplane you see now, as you actually see it backing up along the runway. Now there's no backup cam. They actually rely on Master Sergeant Tom Pilgrim, the loadmaster, to direct the pilots for left or right steering. Now let's watch. The maximum takeoff weight of the C-17 is 585,000 pounds. Today it's flying at somewhere in the neighborhood of 320,000 to 340,000 pounds of weight. However, as we see it take off, it's going to use those 4 F-117 engines, each of which generates about 41,000 pounds of thrust, to lift this airplane off in less than 3,500 feet. The question in some people's minds when we watch its maneuverability is it a fighter or is it a freighter? There are a couple of things that make this airplane very, very different in the way it is flown than any other similar or big cargo aircraft that's ever been built. Number one, instead of having a big control yoke like the C-47 or even the C-5 Galaxy or the C-130 Hercules, the pilots in the C-17 have a control stick like a fighter jet. They also have what is known as a HUD, H-U-D, a head-up display, enabling, and that happens in a lot of fighters, in just about every fighter. Now watch them as they spool it up. Full power. They've got the brakes set. When they get to full power, spooled up, they'll release the brakes. Watch. There's 500 feet, going for 1,000 feet, accelerating through 90, 100, 105, 110, 120, 130, 140. Watch for the nose to come up right about now. Up it goes. Look at that. 340,000. The pilots today see these two airplanes flying together. So make sure you get your cameras happening. And then you can post it on ASB.TV. Airshow Buzz. ASB.TV, our online air show community. The wingspan of the C-47 was 95 feet 6 inches. The wingspan of that C17 Globemaster III is 169 feet 10 inches. The wing area, so very, very different. On the C-47, just shy of 1,000 feet, 987 to be exact. 1,000 of those were built. The C-74 Globemaster I, it actually flew in 1945, right at the end of the war, but orders for it were canceled. The C-124 Globemaster II had 3,500 horsepower radial engines. The C-133 Cargomaster, only 50 of those were built. And now, the McDonnell Douglas and now Boeing C-17 Globemaster III. The name was given to the Globemaster III in 1993. Now watch them as they peel off. It's so amazing. Oh boy, a great shot if you got a chance to see it. As the aircraft, as the C-17 came out of its bank, you saw some spoilers on the wings also dropped down. The landing gear is down, but when it lands, I want you to keep your eyes on the engine nacelles, or those cowlings around those big F-117 engines. You will see opening on each side panels which will indicate that the thrust is being reversed, turning the fan around and helping slow the aircraft down and land in only about 2,500 feet. Watch him as it touches down. This is about as loud as this airplane is ever going to get. Watch for the panels to come open. Here come the thrust reversers, and here comes the noise. Maximum takeoff weight of 585,000 pounds. From its first flight in 1991 to today, the C-17 Globemaster III has about 80% of the load carrying capability of the much larger C-5 Galaxy. But I hope you'll join me in a big hand for the members